Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 New York Yankees baseball. We got the Minnesota Twins on August 5th traveling to New York to take on the Yankees. And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Excuse me, leading off, playing shortstop is Sells. Batting second, playing center field is Green. Batting third, playing first base is Killebrew. Batting fourth, playing right field is Allison. Batting fifth, playing left field is Lemon. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Beatty. Batting seventh, playing second base is Olympico. Batting eighth, playing third base is Tuttle. And batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Minnesota Twins is Jack KRALICK. Let's take a look at the hometown New York Yankees starting lineup. And you'll see a few differences here in this game. We got leading off playing second is Bobby Richardson. Batting second today instead of his normal eighth is Clint Boyer. Batting third, playing right field is Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth and doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting seventh and playing left field is Bob Serve. And instead of Quebec playing short, we got Dimitri batting eighth and playing short. And on the mound doing the pitching for the New York Yankees in one of his rare starts is Jim Coates. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium, folks, and start this game. .007 Doug and Legends is in the house, folks. Check out Legends and .007 and Bernard's channel. Bernie's doing 1914 Red Sox. .007's doing some inside pitch on the PC. Legends Sports Universe is doing MLB 22, and he's also getting Madden ready for some football, folks. So check out those great channels. And here we go with the first pitch to Versells. He's batting .274 in the year, folks. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He goes the other way with it. And Maris comes up with it. He's going to fire it into the infield and hold him there at second. Hold him there at first for a single, rather. Versells aboard with a base hit. So up comes Mr. Green. And he's hitting .290 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mick in center field. He's got it played perfect. That'll be out number one. And that'll bring up Mr. Killebrew. And he's batting .296 on the year, folks, with 31 home runs, 73 RBIs. And he wastes no time because that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is gone. Killebrew with his 32nd home run of the year, and the Twins score first, folks, and take a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. Brings up Bobby Allison hitting .249 on the year. And that's going to be a base on ball, so Jim's not starting off very good, folks. One out, and Allison, not to be mixed up with Bobby Allison, a NASCAR driver from Alabama, is down at first for Jim Lemon. He's batting .243 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. So 2 outs now with Allison down at first. Mr. Beatty, he's hitting .279 on the year. And that's going to be another swing and a miss, strike three. So Coates calms down after the home run. But the Twins, after the top of the first, got 2 runs. The Yankees coming to bat with Richardson, and not Quebec, but Boyer and then Maris. Bobby's hitting .247 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a base on balls. So he trots on down to first. See if the Yankees can get these 2 runs right back, folks. And here's Mr. Boyer hitting .248 on the year. And that's going to be a Richardson takes off for second. Here's the throw from Beatty. And they get him, folks. So Bobby gets thrown out trying to steal. Now there's 1 out and a 0-1 pitch to Boyer. Not what the Yankees wanted. And again, KRALICK does not have control here today, folks, and he walks Boyer. So how big was that caught stealing now? Could be first and second. Nobody out for Roger. Instead, you got Boyer down at first. Rogers hitting 261 on the year, folks, with his 45 home runs and 90 RBIs. Can he tie this game up? No, that's a deep fly ball in the right field. Allison near the 296 mark, but he's got room. Makes the catch for out number 2. Leaves it up to the Mick here. Mick's hitting 292. Like to get that batting average over 300 with his 33 home runs and 95 RBIs. And they don't want no parts of the Mick. That's a 2-ball no count on him. Let's see if he can take advantage of it here. 2-0 pitch. And no, they come back to strike the Mick out. So they leave one on. Can't make them pay for the walks, folks. And we go to the top of the second. It's 2-0 Twins. We got Lipico, Tuttle, and KRALICK due up here. Bottom part of the Twins lineup. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer at third. He's up with it. Fires over the first. And that'll be out number 1. Brings up Bill Tuttle. Bill's hitting 211 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Bobby muffs that one, folks. That's an E4. He holds on to the ball. Doesn't add insult to injury with the throw. So now Tuttle's down at first with 1 out. And Jack's going to try to bunt him over to second here, folks. Here's the bunt. And he lays down a nice one. It's down the first baseline. Moose is up with it. His only play will be over to Bobby covering at first. And that'll get the runner down to second, folks. Tuttle down at second with 2 outs now for the top of the order in Varsells. Zorro's 1 for 1. He singled and scored in the first. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Demetrius. He's going to fire over to first to end the inning. And the Twins leave Tuttle down at second, folks. We go to the bottom of the second. We're going to have Scouring, Howard, and Serve due up here in the second. See if they can get something going here. Moose is hitting 292 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a base on balls. Like I say, KRALICK is, wow, that's his third. I'm sorry, that's his, third walk of the game. Let's see if they can make him pay this time. Brings up Elston Howard hitting 218 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Olympican throws that ball away, folks. That's an E4. And Moose is going to head on down the third. So we got first and third now, and the Yankees haven't gotten a hit. How about that? So now we got Bob Serve up, Scouring down at third, Howard down at second. Bunch of slow runners here. Serve's no speedster either. So let's see if he can come out with a hit here and get some runs in here. He's batting 260 on the year, folks. And that's going to be a fly ground ball down the short. They're going to be playing the infield back. And see if they can turn 2 on this. Zorro over to Olympica. Fires over to Quebec, and that'll be a double play, folks. But Scouring will score. And the Yankees cut this lead in half now with nobody on for Demetrius. He's only hitting a $174 on the year, folks. And that's a ground ball down the short. Varsells is up with it, fires over the first. So the Yankees score 1 and don't even get a hit, folks. Cut the lead in half. Maybe it's going to be their day after all. You score runs without getting hits. You got Green, Killebrew, and Allison due up here against Coates. Green's 0 for 1 with a fly out the Mick. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And Rogers got that near the line for out number 1. And that brings up Mr. Killebrew. Sorry about that, folks. I had to sneeze. And Killebrew with that 2-run homers first time up, folks. And they get him this time. No, they plunk him. And the Twins are out of the dugout standing on the top step, folks. They're not happy with that. Oh, Jim Coates nails him right in the midsection. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it sure don't look good. So Killebrew down at first now with 1 out for Bobby Allison. Batting .249. He walked his first time up. And he's going to pop this one straight up the chute. Howard throws the mask off, makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up Jim Lemon now. Jim's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a single in the center. And Killebrew will stop at second, folks. So we got first and second now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Beatty. Beatty struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bobby Richardson. Well, I'm sorry, now that's going to be a pop-up down to Bobby Richardson. He makes the catch, and the Twins leave 2. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Twins. Coates is up now. Let's see if Jack buzzes one by him, followed by Richardson and Boyer. Coates is 0 for 13 on the year, folks. And he's going to be 0 for 14 as that's a strikeout. 1 down here. Oh, you're exactly right, Doug. Killebrew was the man, wasn't he? Yeah. Here's Bobby. He walked his first time and got caught stealing. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Lenny Green's out there. He makes the catch out there near the monuments for out number 1. That brings up Clint Boyer now. Boyer walked his first time up. And not this time. That's a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts in between the fly ball. And that'll do it for the Yanks. We go to the top of the 4th. It's still 2-1 Twins. Got the bottom part of the order due up for the Twins. Olympico, Tuttle, and KRALICK. And Ted's 0 for 1, grounded out to third. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Bob Serves out there today. Makes the catch for out number 1. Bill Tuttle's up now. He reached on an error his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. He trots on down to first with 1 out. And again, Jack's going to try to bunt him over the second. He was able to the last time. See what he does this time. That's 2 strikes on him, 2 foul balls. Let's see. He's still going to try to bunt him over, folks. And he gets that ball down the first base line again. Again, Scourin is up with it. He tosses it over to Richardson covering. And Tuttle's down at second now with 2 outs. And that brings up Versells. He's 1 for 2 and scored. Grounded out to short his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Rogers got it. And that'll end the inning. And again, they leave Tuttle down at second, folks. So the Yankees make them pay for stranding these runners. We got the M&M boys due up. Maris, Mano, and then Scourin. See if they can get the Jack here. Maris flew out the deep right field his first time up. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the center field. Green on his horse makes a nice catch. Robs Roger of at least a single, maybe a double. That'll bring up the Mick. Mick struck out his first time up. Let's see if he can get some wood on the ball here, folks. And he does, but that's a fly ball in the right field. 2 up and 2 down here for the Yanks. And it brings up the Mighty Moose. See if he can get something going. He walked and scored his first time up. And that's a fly ball in the right field. So 3 fly balls, 3 outs for the Yanks. We go to the top of the fifth. It's still 2-1 Twins. You got Green, Killebrew, and Allison due up here for the Twins. Lenny's 0 for 2, flew out the center and right, and now that's a ground ball down to Boyer at third. He plants and throws over to the Moose, and that'll be out number 1. Here's Killebrew. He's 1 for 1 today. A home run and got hit by a pitch. Let's see what Jim does to him this time, folks. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Boyer calls for it, makes the catch in fair territory for out number 2. Killebrew just got under that one, folks. That brings up Allison. He popped up to the catcher his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls, his second walk of the game. So Bobby's down at second for Jim Lemon. Down at first, rather, for Jim Lemon. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Scourin's going to take it himself, step on the bag, and that ends the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the fifth. And still hanging on to a 1-run lead here. We got the bottom part of the order due up. Howard, Serve, and Demetrius. See if they can get something going. Howard reached on an error his last time up. And he's going to reach on another error, folks, as again, Ted throws that ball in the dirt. This time, Killebrew's able to get in front of it. Howard stays at first. See if the Yankees can make hay again on these extra outs. Bob Serves up. He grounded into a double play his last time up. And he's going to do it again, folks. That ball's hit down to Versells at short. Taylor made double play over to Olympica and over to Killebrew. 6-4-3 double play. Brings up Joe. Joe grounded out to short his last time up also. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the error doesn't cost the Twins. We go to the top of the 6th. It's still a 2-1 ball game. And here's Beatty up now, followed by Olympico and Tuttle. And Earl's 0 for 2. And he's going to be 0 for 3 with that big swing and a miss. What about that? Reminded you of Linda Ronstadt. That was a blue bayou, that's for sure. Here comes Ted now. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Bob Serve in the gap out there in left makes the catch. Plenty of room out there in Death Valley for out number 2. And that brings up Bill Tuttle, who's 0 for 1. He's reached on that error and walk, so he's been on base both times. Not this time, though, folks. That's a fly ball in the right field. Roger says he's got it. Waits for it to come down. Makes the catch, and 1-2-3 goes to Twins. Now we're at the bottom of the 6th. We got Coates due up, followed by Richardson and Boyer. Jim struck out his last time up. Has yet to get a base hit this year. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out here in the 6th. Bobby's up now. See if Bobby can get aboard. He's walked and flew out the center. And that's going to be another fly ball out to Green. Green's got it again. Takes a few steps in. That's a quick 2 outs. See if Boyer can get on for the M&M boys. He's 0 for 1. He walked his first time and then struck out. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. Let's see what he does with this 0-1 pitch, folks. And he comes back and works a walk out of the deal. So Boyer's doing a decent job getting on base here for the big boys. See if they can take advantage of it. Rogers 0 for 2. He's flown out the deep center and deep right. Let's see if he can get it over the fence this time, folks. And that's going to be no. That's another fly ball in the right field. Allison barely has to take a step. Makes the catch for out number 3. The Yankees leave Boyer stranded at third, folks. We're headed to the top of the 7th. Still a 2-1 game. KRALICK, Purcell, and Green due up here. Let's see, Jack's had 2 sacrifice hits, his bunts his first time up, 2 times up. That's going to be a fly ball to Roger. Roger comes in a few steps, makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Zorro. He's 1 for 3 with a scoring a run. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Dimitri at short. He's up with it, takes his time, fires over to Scowling, and that'll be 2 quick outs for the Yankees. Here comes Green. He's flown out to center, right, and grounded out to third. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Scowling's up with it, tosses it over to Jim covering first, and 1, 2, 3 goes the Twins. And we make it to the 7th inning stretch, folks. I don't know if I should say anything, but if you look up there at that hits for the Yankees, you'll notice something funny here. We're in the 7th inning. You got Mantle, Scowling, and Howard due up here. Yankees trailing by 1. Let's see if the Mick can get something started here in the 7th. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want no parts of Mick here with a 1-run lead. I don't know, though. Scowling's made him pay all year with this. Like I say, he's batting .292, 31 home runs, and 96 RBIs. And I've seen him come through several times after walking the Mick. See if he can do it this time, folks. And that is high, that is far, and that ball is gone. And that's the first hit of the game for the Yanks, folks. And this game is now 3-2 New York. Just like that, he loses the no-hitter in the lead. I thought walking Mick was a mistake. Scowling has made him pay all year for that, folks. He is, I think, the MVP of the Yankees so far this year. I mean, you got Roger hitting the cover off the ball with those 40-some home runs. But Scowling has driven in some mighty big runs. Now the Yankees leading 3-2. Nobody out for Howard. Here's the pitch to Howard. 0 for 2. He's reached twice on Olympico's errors. See if he can get on base a 3rd time, folks. And he does, and all of a sudden, Jack's in trouble, folks. That's a base hit in the right field. They go out and talk to Jack. They got the bullpen up. And they got a bunch of righties. So they're going to get Mr. Moore up in the bullpen. They're not going to wait around here. Serves up now. If anybody else gets on base, I think that'll be it for Jack. Here's Bob Serve. He's 0 for 2. He's grounding in the 2 double plays, though, folks. See if he can at least not do that. I'll even take a strikeout over a double play right now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Lemon over near the line makes the catch for out number 1. That brings up Mr. Joe Dimitris, who's 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. And are they going to turn 2? Ted's up with it, tosses it over to Zorro at short. He fires over the 1st, but not in time to get Joe. And do we pitch hit here for Jim? I think we do. Jim's pitched a good game. Want a pitch hit for him. Who are we going to bring out here to pitch hit? Most of the righties are already in the game. I think Hector Lopez is going to come out here and pitch hit for Jim. So here comes Hector. See if he can add an insurance run here. There's Hector. One of the few righties on the bench for the Yankees today. He's hitting .215 on the year, folks, with no home runs and 9 RBIs. Let's see if he can keep this 7th inning going here. And no, that ball is hit down to Zorro. He's going to go to short way over to 2nd. and that'll end the inning. But not until the Yankees scored 2 on the Moose Scouring home run, folks. And the Yankees take a 3-2 lead. Now, let's see when the last time Luis pitched here. See if we're going to bring him in. And that's who's going to come in. Luis is going to come in here and try to get a 2-inning save here, folks. See what save number he's going for. I think he's going for number 27 or 28. Not sure. Going for save number 27. I thought so. I knew it was either 27 or 28. All righty. He'll be facing the heart of the lineup here in the top of the 8th. Killebrew, Allison, and Lemon with a 1-run lead. Killebrew's 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Joe's up with it. He's going to fire over the Moose at first for out number 1. That brings up Bobby Allison now. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice, though, in this game, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Clint Boyer. He's got that one. Allison's running down the first. They get him by a step for out number 2. Brings up Jim Lemon. He's 1 for 3. Struck out, singled, and grounded out the first. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. 1, 2, 3 goes the Twins. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And we're going to have Richardson, Boyer, and Maris due up here against Jack. Bobby's 0 for 2 with a walk and been caught stealing. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that is Jack's 6th walk of the game. It really hasn't hurt him, folks, except for that walk to Mick. And that'll bring up Mr. Boyer. He's 0 for 1 and 2 walks of his own. He struck out his only other time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss to strike 3, Boyer. 2 strikeouts and 2 walks on the game. And here's Roger. He is 0 for 3, folks. He has flown out the right field twice and center. Just can't quite get enough of it. And he grounds that ball down the second. And he'll toss it over the Vercel covering second. And that'll end the inning. And Richardson stranded down at first. We go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees with a 3-2 lead. The bottom part of the order due up here for the... Oh, that was only 2 outs. Sorry about that, folks. Heck, mix up. I thought that was 3. Now mix up. Let's see if Mick can do something. He's 0 for 2 today, folks. And he's going to take a base on... No, it's a 2-ball, no strike count on Mick. See if he can get something going here. 2-0 count. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Bill at third. He's going to go over to first to get Mick. And now that'll end the inning. Sorry about that. Now you got Beatty, Limpico, and Tuttle due up here in the 9th against Luis. And Earl's 0 for 3. Struck out, popped up. And that's going to be a ball. That's a 1-0 count on Earl. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 count on Earl. And he takes a base on balls, folks. Not what you want. That'll start this 9th inning as a base on balls. Here's Ted up now. Tying run at first, to go ahead run at the plate. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out and flew out the left field twice. And that's a nice swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 out now. Brings up Bill Tuttle. Bill is 0 for 2 with a walk. He's reached on an error and flew out the right. And that's going to be a base on balls, folks. And all of a sudden, Luis is getting himself in a pickle here, folks. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Jack. He's going to come off the bench here to pitch hit. Again, they got most of their lefties in the righties in the ball game. You know who's going to come out here and pitch hit and try to ruin this game for him? They're going to bring on Mr. Billy Martin to pitch hit, folks. See if Billy Martin can come through and ruin his ex-teammate's day here, folks. Who is that Billy Martin anyway? One of the greatest fighters in America. Where's old Billy at here? There's Billy. All right, we got first and second. One out here. Tying run in scoring position. Billy's hitting 250 on the year for the Twins. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Luis has walked. The base is loaded, folks. Sure. Not what you want here. And you know what? That's going to be it for Luis. They're going to take Luis out of the game here. And they're going to bring on Ralph Terry. Ralph Terry's coming out of the bullpen here, folks. After Luis can't get the job done, walks the bases loaded. And there's one out here. Let's see if Terry can get out of this mess. Base is juiced. Versel's up the bat. I don't think you're going to double him up. So the Yankees are looking here. I think they're going to have to bring the infield in against Versell. He's 1 for 4, folks. And that ball is popped up, just what the doctor ordered. No, it's not popped up. I'm sorry. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Terry. Now bases are juiced. The Yankees can play the infield back. And you got Lenny Green, who's 0 for 4 today, folks. Let's see if Terry can get Luis out of this mess. And that is going to be a single over third. He doesn't. That's going to score 2 runs, folks. And does a runner at first make it down to third? He does. So we got first and third now, and the Twins just took the 4-2 lead, folks. And on the 2-0 count, Green's off and running, folks, trying to steal second. Can Howard throw him out? And he's down there at second safely, and it's a 3-0 count on Killebrew. And here is the question. Do you walk Killebrew? I think you walk Killebrew. Load the bases up. So Killebrew goes down to first, loads the bases up for Allison. See if Terry can get out of this mess and keep it a 1-run game. Here's the pitch to Allison. And that's a ground ball down to Demetrius. He fires over to second. That'll end the inning, but not until the Twins take a 4-3 lead, folks. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. And he's going to come out here and pitch for the Twins here. Got a bunch of righties due up. So Moore's going to come out of the bullpen. Pitch here. Yankees trailing by 1 now. He'll be facing Scouring, Howard, and Serve. if the Yankees don't pitch hit for anybody. The Moose with the big 2-run homer. See if he can come through again here, folks. Here's the pitch to Moose. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Easy play for Vercel over to first. That'll be 1 out. And they're calling Howard back. And Johnny Blanchard's going to come out here and pitch hit for Howard. Stay in the game and catch. See what Johnny can do. Johnny's not having a very great year here, folks. Let's see if he can get on track here. At least get on base and keep this game alive and get the winning run up to the plate. So here's the pitch to Johnny. Only hitting .218 on the year, folks, with 13 home runs and 28 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Blanchard goes down on strikes. And they're calling Bob Serve back. And Yogi's going to come out, Mr. Clutch, and bat for him. See if Yogi can keep this game alive. Yankees down to their last out. Yogi's hitting .310 on the year, folks. Let's see if he can get on here. Keep the game going. Here's the pitch to Yogi. And that's going to be a nice base hit in the left field. Mr. Clutch comes through, folks. Yogi's standing down at first. And Dimitri's called back. Kubek's going to come out to pitch hit for him. And stay in the game and play short if they can keep this game alive. Or hopefully he can end this game right here. So the Yankees still alive with Yogi down at first. Kubek up now. Bringing all the lefties in the game now. See if Tony can keep it going. Tony's hitting .287 on the year, folks. Here's the pitch. And this will do it. That's a deep fly ball out near the monuments. But Green's got a beat on it, folks. And the Twins come back in the 9th inning and take this game forward to 2-3, folks. Let's go to the box score. Luis with his first blown save in a long while. Didn't have his stuff today, that's for sure. And the Twins, not much hitting, but a few runs. 4 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees, 3 runs on 3 hits and an error. You had Green and Killebrew with 2 RBIs apiece, folks. Killebrew with that home run, 2-run homer. And the Twins left 9 on base, was 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Of course, Skowron with that big 2-run homer for the Yanks that gave him the lead for a short time. They was 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position and left 5 men on base. KRALICK went 8 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, walked 6, struck out 6, and gave up that home run to the Moose. Moore comes in, gives up 1 hit and struck out 1 in the 9th for his 11th save of the year. Jim Coates, sad day, pitched a hell of a game, but doesn't get a decision. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 3, gave up the home run to Killebrew. Luis just couldn't get the job done, folks. 1 1/3 inning, gave up 2 runs, walked 3, just did not have his stuff today. Struck out 1. Terry comes in, pitches 2/3 of an inning, gives up a hit, a walk, and struck out 1. Let's do some fast play here. You got the Angels heading down to Baltimore, traveling in from the West Coast to take on the Orioles. Yeah, it is a tough loss, ain't it? Yep. Tough loss for the Yanks. Doug, I agree with you. Alrighty, the Orioles win big. The Angels 2 runs on 5 hits and an error. The Orioles 8 runs on 13 hits and no errors. You got the A's traveling from Kansas City to take on the Red Sox in Beantown in Boston. See what Bernard's Red Sox can do here. And they beat the A's, Bernard. The A's 5 hits, 5 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The Red Sox 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. And then you got the Senators traveling to Chicago to take on the White Sox. And the White Sox win it close. And we'll see what this star is. And the Senators left 14 runners on base, folks, and lose by 1. Senators 4 runs on 15 hits and no errors. The White Sox 5 runs on 14 hits and an error. And the last American League game on the 5th is the Indians taking on the Tigers in Detroit. And the Tigers win a close game here. And the Tigers committed 4 errors and still won the game. The Indians 1 run on 4 hits and an error. The Tigers 4 runs on 9 hits and 4 errors. Take a look at the standings here before we go. And the Yankees are now 4 games up on the Orioles. 5.5. The Tigers are back. The Twins and the White Sox are 9.5 games back, and then it drops. The Angels are 20 games back. The Red Sox and Indians are 24 games back. The Senators are 32 games back, and the Lonely A's are 36.5 games back, folks. Baltimore's on a 5-game winning streak. The Tigers just broke a losing streak, and the Yankees now lost their first game out of winning 4 in a row. Alrighty, folks, I want to thank Doug Hunt, Bernard Strom, Legend Sports Universe, 007, and I believe that was everybody. Like I say, check out 007, Legend Sports Universe, and Bernard Strom's channel, folks. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and on your way out of Yankee Stadium, hit that like and leave a comment. Until next time, folks, you all have a great day and take care.